So maybe this news was priced in beforehand, and that's why we're seeing this reaction. Because the news was like, oh, it's this data that we're releasing right now is bullish for the GBP. So, but then it went down. So they call that, I think they call that fading the news. Basic idea is, I think that the dollar is heading up to this level and the pound is heading down to this level, and maybe it'll react off of it. I don't know. Probably. Okay. Here we have a key, a half quarter level with right at the bottom of that range. So it's like a what do you call it? Correlation, or a double thing there. It's two things instead of one thing. So what do they call that? It's like a confluence. If it goes up there, I'm going to sell it right there. Actually, I'll sell it at that level because it may or may not get above there. But I'll probably just do market. Almost every trade I do is a market order. And I close almost all my trades manually as well. Very, very rarely. And the reason I don't use like stop limits and like mostly the reason I don't use stop limits is because you never know, like the candle, like in other words, you may have an order right here, but the candle may shoot up so quick and then boom, you get a better entry. So I really don't like when someone's using limit orders, or with limit orders, you don't have as much finesse on with your trading, you know. So you can look for all these to be doing basically the same thing, except for gold. I don't know what gold's doing. Gold is doing its own thing. It's probably, I probably shouldn't even have it up here. I should probably have something else. Well, I was gonna have this, but it wasn't moving earlier. We'll stick with GBP JPY over there for now, down that bottom left. Well, there it is. I missed it. That's okay. I didn't really need it. I mean, I'm assuming that it goes down here. I try not to assume in general in life, but key levels, you know, they're pretty just say I really enjoy having them on my charts. So I'm looking, if I get a decent little clip above 5,300, I'll just close manually, even though I have my take profit set at that level. It's just sometimes if it does real quick like that and spikes back up, you might not get the full thing. But it's kind of hard right now. Like, I could calculate, but because these are so far apart, it'll be a little bit more difficult to do. At least right now, it would take like a lot of time and effort, because I would have to take these type of profits off, put them on one by one, and go onto notes, like take my calculator and add them up, and I'm not trying to make it like that difficult, you know. Okay. Quick peek over here. So what I don't want to happen is for the dollar to come all the way down right now and retest this yet. I want it to break above here, obviously, retest this, try to reach for this, and it doesn't even have to make it all the way up there for right now, for me. Yeah, because there's nothing to guarantee or say that it wouldn't go back for a retest down here. I mean, we're on the 1 minute, so, you know, I mean, it's just that this, I'm not really loving, I like this over here, the euro, because you can see that range real clear, but I don't really like the look of the pound. I like what the euro's doing, but the pound, visually speaking, it's not like telling the same story as the euro. You know, that there's this consolidation and we're tapping up into it, and we may you know, we may reject, hopefully reject off of it. You know, with this, I guess you could say there's like a gap. There's a gap here. And then that key level there. So I could see it, even though technically that would be like a break of structure or a change of character, it could still just sweep that, tap this half quarter level and then go down. It actually didn't even reach this up here, so it could be reaching for this consolidation here. And that's what I was saying earlier about if it went up there, I would probably take another position, even though I don't really need it, if assuming it goes down to here, the pound price, pound dollar. So at least that's what I'm telling myself. Anything could happen, obviously. Everything could just turn around and go the other way, but I don't know. Okay, so there it goes. We're gonna just kind of watch and see if it spikes up or what it does. It's good enough for me. It could keep going for a little while, I don't know. Just with that key level there, I didn't want to take any chances. So hopefully the dollar forms a little bit of a double bottom for it to come back to later. And hopefully that's what happens. And hopefully pound yen breaks this low here and does not retrace up into here. Hopefully the euro does not break above this level here. Even though it looks like euro may want to go up to this level, this key level here. There's a level I do not have drawn on here for the euro, and that is the 625 level. That's a half quarter. Okay, looks like we just pierced that. There's like a gap here, and then also this range right here. So see how that key level is in the middle of that range, or at the inside that range. And I never drew this range. but you have that key level, that half quarter level right at the bottom of that range there. Now that we have another position on, it will not take as much. So if it gets back down, if the pound dollar gets back down to here, if the price of the pound dollar gets back down to here, that might be enough. Or if it just slightly breaks that low there. So you gotta kind of be ready to take profits if it does get down there. If we're looking for just over 300, so 5,000, a little bit. We're looking for, you know, something over 5,300. Ideally, hopefully. I don't have all my yen levels drawn, but there is a level here, in case you're wondering. I'm not saying it's going down there yet. I'm just saying, like, you gotta be ready. So sometimes, like, you know, it could just go down real quick and then spike back up, especially if there's a lot of orders down there, a lot of buy orders, or people exiting their shorts or something like that close to that level. That's a major key level. That's a 10,000 quarter level, not a half quarter, but a quarter. A 10,000 quarter level. That's very significant. I mean, that's a big level. Very important level. So we want to take profits, you know, if it goes down there, if and when, we want to take profits as soon as possible. When it gets over, if and when it gets over 5,300. So maybe it's just a hunch or something, but I'm kind of expecting a spike down on the pound dollar. Okay. See how it's behaving? We got over 5,300 just for a split second. I do expect it to go a little bit lower, because some people will have orders at 27,500. In other words, 1.27500. Okay, what I do know now is that we can move our take profits because I saw it from my own eyes, that if price gets around this level here, if price goes back down to that level there, or slightly below it, what is that? What number is that? What does that look like? That should give us what we need. And that way we don't have to take profit manually. You know, and I think we could even go a little bit closer than that. Maybe like that right there. Obviously, price could do whatever it wants. It could take off and skyrocket and go to the moon. I mean, or it could go down to hell. Nobody really knows, or I don't know. So you have, you know, some people already have put in orders, and I'm sure there's a lot more waiting down below that low there. Okay. Let's take a look over here. See what's going on. Looks like the dollars looked like it might be taken off a little bit below, maybe below these lows here. Those are equal lows. Maybe tap into this range and go for some more to the upside. Hopefully for me, hopefully. Yeah, so that was like $200 ago, when it was down there. Not insignificant at all. And we're already back up to this. We have to see what's happening. Dollar's breaking down here. It should react off of this. We have to watch the dollar. That's the key. I mean, sometimes there's one that will give more information or more clues than the other. In other words, when you're watching four. But right now, I believe the dollar's it. Also, the euro. If it sweep above these highs, tap this little box right here, and then come back down. Okay, now we're above our entry there. So watch the dollar. Watch the dollar. Ugh. I didn't get as good of a price as I wanted, but okay. I just figured the dollar was gonna pop right out of there, but it still might. Let's see. But it is looking like this and this is the same distance to go. Or, you know, relative. So we could see this tapping into there like that. Okay. Where are we at now? Now we are... That was $400 from here to there. Okay, but see how we're in this middle of this range right here? I can't take another position because I'm maxed out. Hopefully we'll be all right. You see the euros up here at this range. It probably is going to want to go to this level here or close to it. It is 3 a.m. now, so okay, so there's... We basically lost all that money, that 500 or whatever it was. We might go negative at this point. That's not good. Okay, not a good situation right now. Very bad. Might still be okay. I don't know yet. Moment of truth right now, I think. Pound yen is headed back down, so hopefully that's good for me. Oh, I kept calling that the euro, didn't I? I meant pound yen. All right. Basically risking it all, risking the whole thing. Looks like the euro is thinking about going back down up here. Pound yen had a little green candle, now red again. Looks like the euro is lagging behind the pound. I mean, I'm not saying the pound is going down. I'm just saying there's a difference in the movement. Also, you got three relatively equal lows right here. It looks like a real good spot to put a stop loss. If you bought here, here, or here, that looks like a really good place to put a stop loss. You know, because it looks like a liquidity sweep right there. You know, under this low. So that's where I mean, if I was trying to play it tight, I would put it, you know, right there. Hope for the best. So I don't know. This things could just turn around and go just totally just wipe me out. I could just get totally wiped out. I could even, you know, blow this account today. You know, I could go from almost passing the challenge to totally blowing the whole thing, the whole account right here. I mean, I'm almost negative. So there, I'm negative now. Okay, so I'm negative. So there you go. So this whole thing is done. There's no more narrative. It's basically screwed.